Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I like to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Chadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, and as you can see, another move to try to skedaddle everybody back to the casas, you know. And we definitely know that this is going to happen because, you know, the time of Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching. And because that's fastly approaching, right, it's coming down to the final act of Esau Edom's kingdom, right? And this final act is, you know, this place has to get broken down, just like Egypt before, okay? So I'm gonna read a little bit of this, and then that'll be it. And get like 2 or 3 scriptures. But hey, man, we definitely not knocking on you know, the final prophecies coming to an end, you know, and we just waiting for economic collapse and nuclear strikes to start, and then it'll be out of here. All right, and then, you know, it's already happening. The continual strokes on the people constantly, you know. And I was reading an article the other day that most Americans, they're in the position of, you know, how Jake feels on a daily basis. Okay, and I'll get that scripture too. But yeah, let's read a little bit. It says a new COVID-19 variant, BA.3.2, all right, also known as Qaeda, has been detected in 25 states, according to a recent report by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, all right, CDC. Okay, it says the new variant was first found in South Africa in November 2024 and has since spread to at least 23 countries. It accounts for 30% of current COVID-19 cases in certain parts of Europe. All right, and we know what the real deal is. If you took the serpent juice, all right, if you took that, your immune system is compromised and you will catch whatever is floating around if you haven't detoxed or boosted your immune system, okay? It says Salaki BA.3.2, all right, was first identified in the United States in January 2026 and currently makes up a small percentage case in the country, according to Dr. Abra Karan, an instructor in the Division of Infectious Diseases and Geographic Medicine at Stanford University School of Medicine in California. It was detected in wastewater Yeah, so that means that it's coming from participants of the sauce. All right, so what it has did is mutated in certain people. All right, and this is all the variants that they have put out there. All right, you couldn't tell what you took, man. All right, so they made some to mutate. They made some that certain like side effects run off from it. I'm talking about the serpent sauce. Okay, so now we seeing it, and then because it's in wastewater, now it's out in the wilds. Okay, so this is going to be them plagues. All right, let me get this, and then I'll close it out, man. All right, this second Ezra 15. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, right? And those people that took the sauce, man, okay, this is why you gotta leave off of Egypt, man. You have to get away from Babylon the Great. These people that's here are maniacal and wicked and evil, and they are not for your help, man. They will destroy you, okay? And that's how our people were led as a flock to the slaughter, man, trusting in Egypt, okay? It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out an arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the lands thereof, all right? And that's what you're starting to see, as the article stated, okay? It's a new variant emerging. It said, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. All right, so physical plagues, and then things like the economic system crashing. That's a plague also. Okay, water being unclean, air being unclean. Those plagues. Okay, so it's all type of plights on the people here. All right, in Babylon the Great, and it's not gonna get any better. Okay. But like I said, Psalms 91 is the ultimate scripture that you should apply to your daily prayers, man. Because in this lamenting situation, all right, this is what you do. You call out to the Lord, and He might, have mercy upon you. Okay. So as you can see, I got Psalms 91, and go straight to it. It's Psalms 91:4. It says, He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Right? Not Egypt, but the Lord's. Okay. It says, Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thy. Okay, so this is the time that we're living in, and we're going to see an uptick in all these crazy diseases, especially when the lights go out. There is going to be no more hospital, okay? All right, and things already turned up here, man. You had those YNs and YHs go down there to Houston and just have a outside orgy all over the place up over there. Okay, so yeah, disease is running rampant. People took the secret sauce in order to go to school, all right, or participate in certain jobs or whatever. So they got a weakened immune system. And when these variants come around, different variants, those will be the first people that's going to be susceptible to catch it. People that had taco sauce injected in them. So yeah, man, this is our job, man, just to warn the people, all right, to tell the people, let's go to Ezekiel real quick. Oh, it's about you. Yep. Ezekiel 21. It says, Son of man, right? And 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. And the slayer is the so-called white man, okay? When you read, what's that, he came to take peace from the earth. People gonna learn, man. Revelation 6, all right. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. All right, so there you have it. All right, that great sword is these different types of plagues and pestilence. You see, the CDC is in control of it. All right, they get to let it go whenever they want to. And if your immune system was compromised and you haven't took a detoxing from the heavy metals and all the bullshit that they had inside the secret sauce for you, all right, you could be compromised when this wastewater dilemma turns back, okay, on all the people that took the secret sauce. There's still people walking around with masks on. There's still people walking around that's 100% vaccinized, okay? And those are going to be the first people that drop. All right, thus said the Holy Scriptures. It says 10,000 of them should fall on their right hand, not that right hand, but it should not. Let's get that. Yep, still Psalm 91, verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Why? Because the Lord is going to be round about us, man. All right, so we don't fear this devil any longer, man. This devil can wait for what he's deserving for. All right. Since then reached up to the heavens, you then made a mockery of the Lord. All right, and you then your hurtful works have been fulfilled on the planet, man. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity on down. Shalom.